I think that one thing that has become crystal clear, nearly 35 years after we first started talking about what we could call human-centric, we were proven right. When you take care of your customers, treat them as honored guests, and really focus on customer needs and team member needs, that is a winning strategy for business, not just the car business, any business. Building loyalty, it's an emotional task, if you will. I think the word loyalty is misused very badly in the auto industry. The way the data is kept as an industry is if somebody buys the same nameplate 2 times in a row, that's considered loyalty. Not to me, and I don't think to anybody that worked on that early INFINITI project. We would consider that repeat purchase. You can have 2 transactions in a row and have absolutely no emotional connection to that brand at all. Building loyalty is deeply personal and deeply emotional, and it is different and better than repeat purchase behavior. When we talk about honored guests and meeting emotional needs and creating that atmosphere of respect and trust and honoring people, that is a much deeper task and a much deeper approach than simply getting someone to buy your car twice. Loyalty is built meeting needs, meeting expectations over time. So someone could come in and they might buy that first car from an INFINITI retailer because of the fabulous treatment they get, the great product, but they're not yet loyal. Loyalty comes from continuing interactions that reinforce the original decision that become loyalty. Human-centric on a team basis means the same thing, it's just the way you do it is differently. And what I mean by that is you're still having to ring those emotional bells and meet those emotional needs, but sometimes instead of sitting face to face with somebody across the table with a cup of coffee, you might have to do it over a phone call or a Zoom call or some other technology. Did you keep your word? Were you authentic? Did you treat me with respect? Did you listen to me? Did you understand what I was saying? Are what build the relationship, build the team, and tell somebody that you're treating them as an honored guest. Some of the ways that we can keep those I would almost call them perennial philosophies alive is simply by being very intentional about our communications, thinking about how what you're saying is impacting that individual, and not rushing to make a decision, not rushing to say what you want to say next, but really listening, asking questions, and respecting each other. If you run a team to meet those human objectives, the numbers will follow. But if you run a team to achieve a money target or a numbers target, you may miss the human objectives and hence miss those number targets in the future because of that. On November 8th, 1999, exactly 10 years to the day after the official announcement of the launch of the INFINITI division, a couple of dozen of us got together for dinner, along with Bill, who was still alive at the time, and celebrated what an important time in our lives that was. And I think if you ask most people in that room, and we did, that it was in many ways the high point of our careers, and all of us, for the most part, had gone on to other things by that 10-year reunion. But it was so special to hear every single person. We passed the mic around, and every single person had an emotional, very powerful story about what those early days meant to them. And I've not experienced anything like that in any other company of which I've been a part. I think if I have to step back and think about what's most important about everything we're talking about, we are not in the car business, we're in the people business. At every level, within our organization, with our retailers, with consumers, it is the people business, not the car business. At the time, I didn't realize that that was such a revolutionary idea. Bill lived it every day. We all lived it with him every day. whether it be in the building or at training or on the track, it didn't matter. We realized that when any situation we faced, how would it affect the people first? And from that, you make much better decisions on the business and the product when you think of what's the impact first on people.